Freaks and geeks, drinkers, thinkers, ramblers and gamblers, stoners and pet owners. Gather around. This is the Outsider Social Club, where us misfits, miscreants, outcasts get together and ramble, palaver, prattle, and get royally intoxicated while we do so. So without further ado, let's proceed.
One for the party, baby. Puff on the road, drumming, knock back a drink. There's nobody home.
Welcome back to the Outsider Social Club. I'm your master of ceremonies, Drinks with Ron, and this one's a doozy. We were waiting on a guest that couldn't make it. As a result, we didn't play an intro. We just shot the shit for 4 hours, and I actually have no idea what's in here. So, apologies in advance? Motherfuck.
Hey Ron, I didn't know it was being recorded.
Oh.
But I also didn't know my microphone was on when I was on Zoom, and I definitely took a piss.
Nice.
So you may or may not have the sounds of me taking a piss.
Sweet.
And or some personal conversation.
Oh. I saw the squirrel thing. That was tight. I've known generational squirrels, so I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Robins. Actually, I had generational robins out here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I only knew because there was one with an afro. I can't remember what I named him, but a couple years later, there was a little one with a slightly smaller afro. I'm like, oh, you're Carl's kid. Like, I remember him.
Yep.
Fucking Robin
This
with
is
an
the-
afro.
Similar thing here. It's a squirrel with a specific eye marking
Okay.
that none of the other squirrels in the neighborhood have. And this squirrel came to me multiple years back.
Okay.
And it it was one of those like super dry, super hot summers, and she, you could tell she was feeding young. She was teated up, little squirrel. But she pretty much walked down the fucking the thingy, the fence, and walked like right up to me, and I was like, oh shit, okay. And like it stood like 6 inches away from me. It like wouldn't take a peanut out of my hand at first, but eventually it was like taking things out of my hand and like running and burying them, and then like taking things out of my hand and stuff. And then she literally introduced me to her young when she passed away, like right before she passed away.
Oh.
She introduced me to the next generation.
Wow.
So that's this mom, and I haven't seen her in a good while. So it's getting to that like dry point of the summer though, where there's like no food around. So she's like, please help me. So I gave her a handful of almonds.
Ah.
Squirrel. I'm an altruist.
Sup, dudes?
Just getting logged in.
Okay, so I am early. I wanted to make sure I was officially early by being here now.
Yep.
Well, you're not early, but you're not late.
Well, I mean, early
Right.
for the Amin thing. Technically 15 minutes later than usual, but
It's an hour and 15 before start. Yeah.
right. Or hour. Wait,
What?
it starts in 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where am I?
This thing had me so fucked up. I was like, wait, what? Hour and a half? Okay. I can do that.
I mean, the sad thing about Arizona is that I'm sure they think they do it right. Everyone
Wow.
else.
They-
Why would the rest of the world change time? You guys are stupid.
I
It's
agree,
not the
though.
rest. It's not the rest of the world. It's just this country, and it's not two states. 3 states. 3 states don't observe it.
Wait,
More soon.
hold on. Can I guess the other two?
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
This strikes me as a strictly Utah
how-
thing to do for sure. I'm gonna guess
Good guess, but I don't
Hawaii?
know. Yeah.
is Hawaii one of them?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And that makes sense
shit.
because they're so close to the equator, close enough to where it essentially doesn't matter.
So
That's
close
not
to
why
the
I did
sun.
That's
Yeah.
not why I guessed them. I was just like, oh, they're a bunch of hours behind us. What do they care?
No,
that's
it's because they're
that
closer
too.
to the equator, and that the difference in time from winter to summer is negligible.
I was gonna guess Idaho for the next one, but I'm gonna say Wyoming.
Both incorrect.
Okay, you have to tell me.
Is it like
I mean,
half
we
of
can do this all day.
Indiana or something, or what?
Correct. Ron got it.
Yeah,
Half of Indiana, really?
Indiana's
I think it's
fucked up,
half.
man.
Yeah. I don't think it's all of Indiana. At first I thought it was all of it.
Did you
But
know
I'm
that
pretty sure it's only half.
don't do the fall back, spring ahead? Arizona.
I only know Arizona.
Hawaii, half of Indiana.
No.
Yeah, stupid. Completely.
Huh.
What?
looking
So
it up
is
right
it
now.
half of Indiana and part of something else or no?
Wait, hold on. According to this, Indiana now observes daylight savings time. That was in
Oh.
November of 2023.
They're like, fuck this. We're getting on board.
He's the one who brought it up. Hey,
Okay,
how about
so-
that?
This was before 2006 was when this happened. So
Oh.
they've been yeah. So that was an earthquake.
Wow.
That was a long
When
time.
we were young. When we were young.
Back
Indiana
in
was
my day, yeah.
back in my day.
How about that Minnesota moment today, huh?
Shocking. Shocking.
What happened? Oh yeah.
He's gonna
Dude.
wipe the floor with that ass hat.
There's a hat and it's got some asses in it. And then
Why did they say
it's on his
ass hat? Where do you guys think that comes from?
Was that?
I think
I
that's.
think
I think it actually traces to fark.com, if I remember correctly. First place I ever saw it was a big slander in the community with memes and all. That was like 02 or 03.
I know this isn't the trivia episode, but did you guys know that? And I might have used this before. That's what she said. I'm pretty sure originated on TV in the movie Wayne's World, like 91. I can think of when he said it, and a friend and I looked it up one time, and we could not find any earlier version of it
Huh.
than that.
There's got to be some cultural reference somewhere. That's shocking.
I mean, you would think like Airplane would have used it or something, or Caddyshack, but no.
Or like Elizabethan England.
Well, no, I'm not saying it didn't appear beforehand, but I'm saying on TV or movie.
Okay.
So like well before The Office.
So this says the earliest recorded ass hat that this person found
Oh, we're still on asset.
was 2003. I had to do some research.
I was going to say, yeah, I could be talking completely out of my ass, and I'm not sure that I'm
The-
not.
Would
I
would
mean,
that
out of
make
the
you an
hat that's
asset?
on your ass.
Would
Yeah,
that make-
kind of.
All right.
Yeah. It's an asshat thing to do,
It's
honestly.
also possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this person says ass hat was first recorded in 2003 when Professor Connie Ebel's annual survey of slang used by students at the University of North Carolina came out.
Okay.
So that meant that ass hat was being used before, so it probably got popular sometime around 2002 or 2003, according to this.
Yeah, that falls right into that fark.com timeline.
Yeah. This person was trying to compare it to the word ass head, but an ass hat is not an ass head.
Yeah, it's different.
Or a
It's
head
like-
ass. Head ass is also different than
Ass head is too close to asset. Like you say it
well,
fast.
that's why it's not used anymore. Ass head was a thing that was used, in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Well, it's like a slander about their head. It's about a physical appearance. An ass hat, that's just an object. You can't tell me
Well,
I
so
can't
let's
say an
break this
object.
down. If I can't find the etymology on Google in the first page, that means it doesn't exist on the internet.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that means we have to make up the etymology. So is an ass hat a hat that looks like an ass, or is it a hat full of asses,
I think it's a
or-
hat that goes on an ass.
or a hat? Ooh, so
What?
Yeah,
this
it's
is
an
like
ass
one of
hat.
those. So originally, then, is that like if someone was an ass hat, does that mean that they had a large butt, and like something that they could put the ass hat on, and thus they are what they wear?
No,
on
it's,
their
you
ass.
are the covering for an ass, sir. An ostentatious headwear misappropriately used on the ass. That's
yeah,
you.
that makes you double bad because you're covering up what we want to see. The ass.
Wait, so Well, I mean, back in the day, I mean, if you saw an ankle like that, like an inch of an ankle, you might come. Okay,
I
you
might,
might just
yeah.
ejaculate. Because that's the most skin you've ever seen.
What is that?
Back
Polygamy?
in the day,
That's polygamy shit.
that's
Where they
not
wear
polygamy.
dresses to the ground. No, it's like a group of Mormons that they like have to cover their whole body.
Oh yeah, well, that was. Oh, that doesn't. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Some of those are
Some
still in
polygamy shit.
existence, actually.
I don't doubt it. That's what Troy's doing right now.
At the
That would be
convention.
something.
No, I'm kidding. Troy just hates us. He doesn't love us anymore.
I texted him and asked him why, and he gave a valid excuse.
No, I believe it. In 1 week's time, probably in what is 7 times 24? That is 140
It's a lot.
times or 168 hours. In 168 hours, approximately, I will
that's
be
right.
sitting. I will be sitting in a bar with Troy, and we'll be eating 2 things. Joe, you know what those things are?
Wait,
Ass.
can I ask which state you're going to be in? Is he going to be in your state?
Yes.
Oh, that doesn't help me actually.
Why? Why doesn't it help you? What would it? What would help you?
You're
gonna
going
be-
with ass,
You're going to
Bob.
be eating weed brownies.
No,
Okay.
we'll be sitting in a bar.
Okay.
I
So you
mean-
won't be drinking booze. You won't be, but he will be.
Well, the first thing is chicken because chicken is delicious. Okay, it's
Okay.
fried chicken. The
Okay.
second thing is JoJo's. You were like, "What the fuck is a JoJo?"
Ah.
I'm telling you, this place is known for its chicken and JoJo's.
What's a JoJo though?
It is a potato wedge that is
Uh-huh.
cooked, seasoned, and then battered and double cooked. So it's like it's battered. At least these people do it battered in the same stuff that the chicken's battered in, and it is delicious.
Does it have any like cheese on it or anything?
No, it's just it's like
Or-
a French fry.
Okay,
It
well,
falls
I'm
into
asking,
line,
does
line of a normal French fry, or
Would
like
it be-
a potato wedge.
would it
You
be
ever gone
better
to
with
the?
cheese
cheese?
on it?
Sure. I mean, if you wanted to do it, you could do a cheese dip. You could do you could
Okay.
turn it into a baked potato type of thing with cheese, bacon,
Okay.
chives, sour cream. But have you ever been to a grocery store like a Kroger, Fred Meyer,
I have been to a
Something like
grocery
that.
store.
and and you go to like the hot food section? They always have like the chicken strips. They have like a bunch of stuff. They always
Yeah,
have
yeah,
those
of course.
potato wedges. Those potato wedges.
Okay.
Do they have potato?
I
I
don't
guess
think
it could be a regional thing.
I don't think my store has potato wedges that often. I think they do have them sometimes, but they're probably not JoJo's, because I've never
Right.
heard of them. But I believe you. I believe they're good.
Well, there's a restaurant called JoJo in Portland that has become very big. JoJo potato.
Man, Troy's getting everyone and visiting everyone, huh?
He's in town for a week for his work, doing something at the convention center of some sort.
Yeah, his work. Every time he tells me he's somewhere for work, he's posting a picture of a bar he's at that evening.
Well, yeah, that's actually funny that you mentioned that because we actually have a sounder for that.
Where in the world is Troy getting hammered?
It's one of
I'm
my
not
favorite
sure.
sounders. Doesn't
We don't
get,
use it
used
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that probably because if he is somewhere getting hammered, he's not on a pod with us.
Okay, so apparently JoJo's are not just potato wedges, but they're from the Northwest. I did not understand this. There's
I mean,
an article in the
That
there's an
makes
article in the
sense,
Willamette
right?
Weekly. Yeah, so it is a regional thing. So I'm an idiot for being like, well, you guys don't know what this thing is that I've had my whole life. But realistically, it's because,
Yeah.
but it's also spread. You see them in other places. So I'll drop this article. It's from the Willamette Week. The history of the American JoJo, which is definitely not a potato wedge, is the article headline. I know. I've had them in California too.
I was just in San Diego and I'm a little disappointed. I didn't get any churros.
You didn't get a single churro?
No.
Why didn't you do that?
No, and it's especially disappointing because the first day at the baseball game, I got a good hot dog. And then the second day, the day we were leaving, it was definitely the worst ballpark hot dog I've ever had. And
Oh,
so
those are the worst too.
that's what I
Those are
spend my money on
expensive.
before leaving. Just
Yeah,
awful.
those are expensive.
Yeah.
And when they're bad, it is just like, oh, I've had a couple bad experiences. And I'm at this point, I'm like, I'll never buy ballpark food again because it's so expensive. And if it's not good, I'm like, what the hell what am I doing?
And I was so
Like,
happy
I
with
know it's
finding a
for
good
bad
one
value.
the first night. I was like, wow.
Oh, they tricked you. They
I was
tricked
like,
you.
they're back. They're back. I love
They're
it.
back. All right. So the JoJo has to do with two things. One of them is the pressure fryer. So specifically, it's a type of frying. It's a pressure frying, and it's often cooked in the same oil that the chicken is in. So point is, it is a very flavorful potato wedge. It's arguably the best potato.
I mean,
It's a top potato.
it sounds like it. I mean, do we, you guys want to put together a quick list of top
Oh,
potatoes?
we've done that before.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
I'll-
sure. I'm positive we have.
We did it recently.
Because I'm pretty sure I put the tater tot number one.
You picked the tater tot number one, yeah.
I think
Solid
I
choice,
actually
solid
have.
choice.
I think I actually, I'm flashing back a little bit here. And as you know, I'm not a frequent listener. I think I might have put the hash brown number two, and I think everyone shredded me. They're like, what is wrong with you? Hash browns suck.
No, I don't think hash browns, like a good hash brown is great.
Yeah.
Especially like those hash brown patties. Like
Yeah.
those things are fantastic. Like hash browns are good. Also, what's my name? Hashy. Corned beef. What do
Goddamn
you know?
right.
That's right. Hash
In fact,
browns.
I think anyone who puts like a baked potato in their top three, get the hell out of here.
That was yikes.
I was
was
gonna
yikes.
say, yeah.
Well, I didn't literally want him to get out of here. I mean, figuratively.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not here. We
Get
don't
outta
want
here.
him back.
Yeah, he got out of here.
Listen,
Oh,
he
hope
got-
you're happy about
He
that.
got out of here because he heard that preemptively. And
Uh,
What are your top three potatoes? Think about it. We'll filibuster.
wait, is French fries like all
You
French
didn't
fries?
read
Does
the
that
press-
count?
Yeah, I think so because otherwise, I mean, you're getting
Okay,
into
well, it's-
different.
French fries has to count.
No, I know, but he's asking if all French fries count in one category because otherwise you're getting off on a
What
different
if you
thing.
want to like
Well, like McDonald's,
differentiate between McDonald's?
McDonald's
and
French
Wendy's?
fries would be number one,
No.
obviously.
Mm,
But
Ooh,
Arby's
guys,
curly fries are up there.
guys fries. are-
Arby's curly fries are fantastic. I mean,
Can you guys hear
those-
her when she's saying Five Guys?
Five Guys, I'm not a fan of the fries. Sorry, Amanda.
Oh, get out of here.
If anybody says In-N-Out fries,
No, In-N-Out
You're done.
fries are the worst fries
The worst
ever.
of
and
all time.
I can prove it scientifically. I'm not even joking.
Can you prove that they're made of cardboard? Because I think they are.
Yes, there's a process that every single French fry except In-N-Out does. Okay, when they're making French fries, there's a scientifically proven process to why the Arby's fry tastes so good, the McDonald's fry tastes so good. Pretty much most fries.
Yeah.
Like Dan Levitard says, he's like, there's no bad fries, and I'm like, Dan, you haven't had In-N-Out. I don't know if
In-N-Out.
you have. because In-N-Out are the worst French fries ever. But it's scientifically proven because every single person understands the potato. Okay, people have been cooking
Nash.
for thousands of years.
Yeah.
They understand how to process these things. Listen to your forefathers is all I can say when it comes to some things. Not all things. Racism, throw that away. Don't listen to it. Okay, we're not listening to them.
Yes, don't
But
do
when it
that.
comes to
Just
the
the good
potato.
stuff, yeah.
When it comes to the potato, okay, potatoes are a starchy vegetable. They're very starchy. Okay, it's very easy to de-starch a potato. You know how you do that? You soak it in water. So if you're ever frying potatoes at home, you're ever making French fries or anything like that, it's a simple process. You just cut your potato up into whatever. Even if you're making home fries, soak the potatoes in water for 10 minutes, drain the water, the starch comes out of the potato. Very simple process. And then you twice fry it. Okay. A very, very common thing that is done.
Yes.
Every single French fry is fried, frozen, and then it is distributed. And so you can, or put in a bag in the freezer so you can par cook it and cook it to order and stuff like that. What
Yeah.
In-N-Out does, okay?
They don't put it in water.
Why I'm saying They cut the potato fresh and put it right into the fryer.
I think they even
not
advertise
only-
it that way. I think they even advertise
Exactly-
it as fresh.
Exactly.
Made.
So this is exactly that's the thing. Is like this is the concept of fresh. They are shitting all over it because there are things that are fresh, like
That's
a fresh
propaganda, man.
a fresh French fry is a French fry that is hot. When it comes out, it is like it came out of the oil. That is what a fresh French fry is. You cannot say that just because you cut out steps, you're saving money by just taking a potato, cutting it, throwing it right in the oil.
Yeah.
They're saving money.
Why?
Garish
What does
inferior
what does it
product.
cost to put in water?
Time.
Not time.
I mean,
Time, which is labor. So it's like
Right.
over time, which is time plus labor, where labor plus the water bill over time. Think about how much business In-N-Out does. It's like that's actually a lot of money, but they're making a good amount of money.
Can you
if they
for
were to
the
do that, they might raise their burger price. By
can you for the pod go into an In-N-Out and say, I notice you have fresh French fries. Can I ask them to not be prepared fresh? I would like my potatoes soaked in water for 10 minutes and then
No, you're not gonna. In-N-Out is the most smoothly running machine in this country.
Yeah, I want you to
You
just
walk into no, but
it's got to be Chick-fil-A. That's smooth.
I've never been into a Chick-fil-A. I should go into one just to do the research because I've literally gone into all of these big ones.
No matter how long the line is at Chick-fil-A, you will not wait long. No matter, it could be 170 cars deep.
Yeah, I've never eaten
well,
there,
that's-
but I've been through the drive-through a handful of times, and they were remarkably fast. I mean, 2 lines wrapped around a building. It was impressive.
If you can do it well, then you can do it well. And if people aren't it's crazy. Like McDonald's with the 2 drive-through lines, and you're still waiting for 45 minutes in the drive-through. You know what I mean? It's like the least efficiently run thing
Right.
imaginable, and they're not.
That's a
hard
good
to do.
question.
I've-
What is the
I've
least
run-
efficient?
I mean, I've run a fast food restaurant. I've run the burgers. I've run the chicken. I've done all that shit before. It's not that hard if you are ahead of it. But also, it really helps if you're if you're a business that always has people, then you can always be cooking and you can always be prepared, and it's actually easier than if you're one of those businesses that is has the influx and it starts and stops and shit. The point is, In-N-Out burgers, fantastic. Fries, I'll still get it. I'll never finish them. I'll eat
In-N-Out
them.
burgers are also kind of overrated. Yes, they're good. They're not hands down the best.
I didn't say hands down the best.
No, I know,
think
but
that-
that's
okay.
generally the consensus is that they're
Yeah.
hands down the best.
What's your In-N-Out order?
I'm a very plain guy to begin with, right? Like, so
If you're
I
not
would
doing
never,
it animal style,
I would never
You
do
gotta
anything animal style.
Animal
I would-
gotta do it animal style.
I don't do onions. I don't do all the shit that comes on that.
It's just sauce and caramelized onions.
No,
and
absolutely not.
it's
If there's an
mustard
onion
fry.
on it, I will
It's
not touch
fantastic.
it. I will not touch
Oh
anything
my
that has an
God.
onion on it. Okay.
Oh my
So,
God.
well,
What are you allergic? You don't like caramelized
no,
onions?
I'm not
They're
allergic to them. I
sweet and
don't
delicious.
like the taste. It's everybody always says the same thing.
Sweet
What are you
and
allergic?
delicious.
It's like, no, I don't like them. So I'm like,
I don't think
why
I
would I
actually-
eat something I don't like? It
Ron,
doesn't make
future
sense.
Ron, check the tape. I don't think I actually said that exactly.
Oh,
But
sorry,
maybe I
I'm
did.
answering for you because of that's how everyone's.
You're
and
you're assuming that I said I'm triggered. You're triggered. I get it.
everyone
It's all
does the same thing with lettuce too because I don't like hot lettuce. Why wouldn't you get lettuce in your sandwich? I don't like hot lettuce. Do you eat
No,
salad?
I get
Yes,
that.
that's not hot.
No, I get that. Selena, we got burgers last night. Selena, she gets the burger, no lettuce. I get it. That's the way that she likes it. And I've eaten it before. I also think it's good. I personally like the lettuce, but I get it. If I'm going to In-N-Out, I'm getting the double, I'm getting an animal style because mustard frying a burger is like the greatest thing ever.
Mustard.
In-N-Out, like mustard frying. That's what all you do is you take the burger, you put it on the grill, you put like a little dollop of French's mustard on top.
Uh-huh.
You let it cook for a little bit. Then when you flip it, the mustard sears and it caramelizes onto the burger. It's one of the most
Have
delicious
you ever heard
things
of this? before?
ever. That's what animal style is. They mustard fry the
Yeah,
burger, they
except
put
for-
on sauce, and they caramelize it.
Except for they
Caramelize
ruin it
it.
with onions.
You could get animal style with no onions.
I'm
no
telling you, they
caramelized
would throw
onions.
me out.
No, they wouldn't,
It's-
dude. They
yeah, they would.
accommodate anything.
No
they
way.
literally. That's why they have a secret menu.
You
Like,
should
they
have seen the look.
accommodate whatever,
You should have seen the look on the face of
except the French fry thing that you were talking about. They will
the
not
place
accommodate
at the place at work yesterday when I asked for the turkey BLT without the L. Oh man, she looked like she wanted to kill me. She's like,
that. Really?
"You don't want the lettuce?" I was like, "That's correct."
Wait, are you getting anything to substitute, or is it just bacon, mayo, tomato?
Well, the thing is that it already came with avocado. If there was no avocado,
Okay, so it's a
I might
black.
keep
Okay.
I might keep the L, but a lot of times I just take off the
We're
L.
not gonna keep the lettuce.
Well,
they're
so
like-
I
and they're
will say,
like,
what I will say with the BLT is that technically, even though the bacon is hot and the bread is toasted, it's more than likely not a hot sandwich. It's
yeah,
like
no,
that,
you know, that wasn't the factor there. It wasn't the hot part of it. I just didn't
you just
want
don't like
it.
lettuce.
Well,
Okay.
not very often.
I like the textural component that lettuce brings. I like a little bit of crunch to go with the meaty umami, and I think
Oh,
it really
yeah.
cuts everything really well.
I have
You
the
know?
crunch in the bacon.
You
On
want,
the
yeah,
extra.
okay. Well, I'm saying for a burger, personally, but
Yeah,
or the BLT. The BLT is fantastic, but it is hard to get one where the place doesn't toast the bread to the point where it's gonna just shred the roof of your mouth.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
like that's like a
Or
consensus.
kind of
I
like
love
break into
BLTs, but-
pieces, you know?
No, that's bad bread. You could.
Hmm.
That's
That was dried before they. Yeah.
yeah. That's not good bread.
What is the best bread for a BLT?
I don't think that there is necessarily a bad bread for it, but I'm a big fan of a crusty, like not a baguette, but like that kind of style. Like
I had a ciabatta yesterday, really good.
ciabatta's good.
I had few problems with it.
Yeah, ciabattas can be two problems. One, they can be big, and so
Yeah.
it can be and they can be very chewy. So the combination of that will make your jaw, like you'll feel it in the back muscle here.
I'm willing to sacrifice jaw stuff for a good sandwich, you know? Like,
Oh, I agree.
I mean, or like
Clip that.
Don't do jaw stuff. Yeah.
once I got like a quad burger when I was in Vegas and I was like 22, and I
Yeah.
legitimately couldn't fit my mouth over it. And so I was
So you're
definitely
just like
feeling-
biting like sides of it.
Oh yeah, and I was feeling
Yeah.
sore after, but it was worth it. Definitely.
No,
worth
I
it.
had it.
Have you ever gone to the Heart Attack cafe?
No, I mean I've seen it, but no, I haven't.
My buddy, the first time he went to Vegas, he took pictures and he got like the fucking ridiculous burger and stuff.
I
like
don't.
that.
I don't think you're supposed to mention heart attack too soon, right?
Well, I mean, Ron's all clear though. He's been cleared.
So he's healthier
He's
than all.
got
of us.
he is. He's got 45 more years of
Right.
You son of a
cardiovascular health.
bitch.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
get it. They're all wide open again. I can
He
build
could go
them
to the
back
heart.
up.
This is actually the perfect time to go back to the Heart Attack cafe.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
the
no.
rule? What's the rule at Heart Attack Grill? You have to eat something to get it for free, or
There's a huge burger, and if you eat it, you get it for free. I
The
think
old
all the women,
96er.
like I don't think that's
The,
worth it though. Really?
the I think all the wait staff are all women, and they're all in like nurses uniforms, or maybe there's some
Ah.
dudes in doctors uniforms, but it's like they play up into it.
Okay.
It's a greasy hospital.
Speaking of restaurants that have like a theme, let me tell you guys. You guys have heard of this place, Dick's Last Resort? Have you heard
Yeah.
of this place?
Mm-hmm.
Where
No.
you're supposed to
That
act
Ron's
as
shirt.
You're supposed to act as dickhead. So the server, the waiter, they all act like complete assholes to you, right?
Yeah.
They treat you like shit, and most people are not used to that, so they just sit there and take it.
Yeah.
I, after like X number of beers, just thrive. Yeah.
Because you're dishing it back.
Well, yeah. So what happened was I was there. Yeah, I was there with 3 other people, and
It's a thin
the
line though. You got to be careful.
Oh, it is. The 3 people in front of us, the waitress just comes up to her, talks to them. They act like they're at a regular restaurant. She's like, "Okay, I'm super bored with you guys. Just sit here." Like that's what she said to the people. And she sat us down at the same bench with them, right? And so she just smelled fresh blood with me and just started just coming at me for everything. She could tell like I could handle it. And she was just like making fun of my hair, making fun of what, it didn't matter. And so anytime there was like more than a 3-minute lull, there's like a piece of paper on your little picnic bench that you're eating. I just started like ripping the paper off and throwing it in the aisle. Like I just kept asking for silverware, throwing some on the ground, asking for like it was pretty fun, actually.
So they encourage that from the patrons?
Yeah. Well, what can they say?
I don't think they
What,
encourage.
what can they say? They're doing it to you.
Right.
No, but that's not. So hold on. There's a restaurant in Seattle. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a breakfast place, if I recall correctly. And it's been doing essentially that for years, like over 2 decades. And you go in and the wait staff treats you like shit.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to give the wait staff shit.
Or what? They kick you out?
They'll kick you out. Yeah. It's but I'm telling you, this place, like, people love it because the food's really good. The food's really good, and also that you'd be surprised how many people are actually into being yelled at. And it
That's-
like is kind of a whether it's a turn on or a turn on,
You know what
like
they-
either or.
You know what they said to my friend Cody? He's like 6'8", like 300. He's a big guy, right? The one guy waiting to seat us goes up to him and goes, "You love food, huh? Get in my belly." Like right up to his stomach. I was like,
Yeah.
who's this guy?
Yeah. No, well, but you can't punch him because it's part of the thing. You're going to like Disneyland of being an
Well,
asshole.
that's what I'm saying, Hash. When it's part of the deal,
Punch him.
I'm
Yeah.
acting up to.
Well, there's a line.
okay,
If I'm at Disneyland,
but-
Goofy can't
but-
come and try to suck me off. You know, it's
Hey, he can, and you'd probably.
How is
oblige.
that a
Let's be real, Ron.
comparison?
Have you seen
it's
that? What
the
that,
same
what that mouth do, Goofy? What that mouth do?
thing. Goofy.
Exactly.
No.
Wait, so
Fellas?
how's it going?
Hey, did you just watch Hard Knocks or something?
Yeah, I'm flustered.
That doesn't sound good.
I
No,
suppose
it's very good.
I suppose you think they're gonna win like 5 games this year now.
In the division,
But,
yeah.
Oh wow, there it is. Nice.
It
Justin,
was
thanks for showing up
really-
with sleeves.
You might think they're
Ooh.
sleeves because of how red they are, but that's.
Justin, you got
You
any
got
fireball?
birds?
I got one for tonight.
I don't have any fire. I was coming here from vacation, so I was like,
Bum, bum, bum,
That's why I have
Unpacking.
some because I was coming back from vacation.
bum, bum,
nah. I
bum,
just
bum,
have my
bum.
mixed drink.
Cole, you got fireball?
No, but I
Joe's
have,
out here trying to party, and you guys
yeah.
are just cramping his
Well, because he
style
didn't
right
drink.
now.
He didn't
Come
drink
on.
all last month. He's trying to catch up from what he didn't
Yeah,
do.
that's what I'm
Right?
saying.
I
He's
like
trying
the
to
party. Yeah.
Guys,
Hell
I got
yeah.
I mean, I
news
have
for you.
Fireball in the freezer, but I'm not getting it out. But I do have
You should.
Tito's, and I got.
Yeah.
I mean, usually like Tito's Red Bull, but there's this dragon fruit Red Bull that I got,
Ah.
so it's kind of tasty.
Huh.
Guys, things got a little out of hand Saturday when I was in San Diego, and something
Ooh, do
happened.
tell.
Something happened, but I refused to
it a
do
bad
it
thing or a good
anywhere but the pod. So I would.
Did you
I
sharf?
Oh.
No, I wouldn't. It
Oh.
went through my head right before I was about to. I was like, I can't. I have to do it for the pod.
No, you have. You have.
So you
okay.
swallowed?
No, I
I'm gonna
barfed in the
say-
toilet like a normal person.
Oh, he swallows.
You can.
Can
Joe,
you
just
imagine
go for
something
it.
more
Go for it
disgusting than
next
swallowing
time.
your own barf?
Go for it next time, but get someone to film it.
But
Amanda,
record it.
film
Yes.
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
we-
I have to do it for an audience. I refuse to
Well,
not.
you have, yeah, we'll document it and then put it in. You know, if you put it online, it's going to like E-Bombs World and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I'll show it to
Does
you
that
guys.
still
I'm not-
exist? Does that
Yes,
still exist?
but it's not like I don't think it's a video website anymore. It's
Oh,
changed.
All right, we'll put it on TikTok. Okay. Hashtag Sharf.
And
Put
they
on a
sell
Vine.
used goods.
Can I blur out my face?
Start hashtag
Yes.
Shark Challenge.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sharf.
there you go.
That shit will
Holy
go
knows
viral.
what's up.
That's
Sharf
what I'm
challenge,
talking
baby.
about.
Yes.
Baby Sharf.
The Sharp challenge is gonna be like the 2 girls 1 cup of like the 2020s.
Oh no.
All right, Amina's still getting here in like 15 minutes. I'm gonna refill my drink. Anyone have
Yeah,
anything?
I mean, I think so.
Does anyone have anything to take a shot with, or am I doing no shots?
Got a shot of
You can do whatever
cocaine.
you want.
No,
You
I
don't
need
have
someone.
to.
I need someone with me.
No one's with you technically. We're all Separate from
know,
you.
you know what I'm saying?
Tuesday night, bro.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
early.
it's Saturday night somewhere, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
All right,
Pod
fine.
comes out on a
I'll give
Friday.
one. You know what? I'll honor our guests the appropriate way with one shot. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Shots.
I didn't know we were doing shots.
Well, Joe's trying to. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
one.
Joe's
One
partying
shot.
right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's just a wet blanket, and Joe is trying to light this fire.
Except for when I go dry for the whole month, then I'm the wet
No,
blanket.
no, you weren't a wet blanket at all. You were a great sport. You did not vocally pine over it or get upset that other people were drinking. You were chilling.
That's because you weren't on my text thread with Troy. I complained every day about not drinking.
Okay, so you
I didn't
gotta-
complain about anybody else. I complained about not drinking.
So he's a therapist.
Sometimes.
Of drinking, yes.
Of drinking.
I think we glossed over something. Joe said that he puked like in a trash can or something.
No, in a toilet
where-
like normal people.
Where was this?
In San Diego.
In the hotel room,
In the hotel- in our
bathroom at the
hotel.
stadium.
No, in the hotel room.
Mm.
It was after I was
Alright.
donezo, man.
There's
I wasn't-
more to this.
No, there
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
What
there
is
is more
he-
to it. It's called gummies.
It's called gummies. Oh yeah, well, you gotta.
We
let
didn't
it
start
spin.
Gummies.
we didn't start the gummies till after we got back to the hotel. That's what it was.
Well,
Rookie
that's your problem.
mistake.
I was gonna say
Mhm.
you should have been hitting gummies all weekend, and instead you just did it then, and then he puked.
You know this great boat landing anniversary and the
Yes.
fight, and we're all rewatching it, and I was just as shocked yesterday rewatching it as I was the very first time. It's like ridiculous how
It's not real. It doesn't look real.
corner-
Like just it's like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they ganged up on this guy that was working there, that was trying to like tell them, hey, y'all have to move. And it was scary. It was scary. So I mean, you don't blame everybody for like coming to his rescue, but then it gets
No.
really escalated from there.
No, it's arguably the greatest instance in recorded history of street justice
Mm-hmm.
being laid down with swift.
Like when he
and
throws
immediate
his hat up in
fury.
the air, to me, that's like iconic.
No.
It's literally it's like the signal.
Oh,
It's like
so
shit,
good.
street justice.
Like he touched me, so now it's on. Yeah.
I still like it's what makes it just so obscure and so random. And again, doesn't look real. It's just a guy swimming in the water to get to the fight. Just like I'm gonna
With his
fucking
shoes on,
just-
he gets out and he's got his sneakers on.
His shoes
As
on.
Roy-
he
Roy
jumped
Dude,
off
he
the
looked
boat
like he
that
was
was
gonna
docking.
drown.
Yeah.
He looked like he
was-
was gonna drown.
Are we gonna
Oh,
watch
here we
it?
go.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Let's
The fight.
just pull it up as long as we got.
Pull it up, pull it out. Wait, what?
Hey,
That's how I do, yeah.
I love
Dude,
this
and it's
video.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 5.
Yeah, and then this
6,
woman,
7,
this
8.
woman got in on it and is like hitting
Oh,
him.
I got punched in the ass.
This
I love
woman
it.
just got her ass beat
Oh.
too.
The one in the green, yeah, she gets
Oh, she-
hers later on.
Oh yeah, all these people deserve.
Here
what
comes
they
my
got.
guy. Here comes
I
my
don't
guy.
know.
Yeah, right there.
I don't know
Women.
what else wants to say.
Fucking Aquaman. Look, fucking come get you some from across the bay.
Coming to
But these are the
theaters.
ones that are
Aqua-
recording from there, the
Aqua
ones that
Brother.
are on the riverboat
I
that
know,
are waiting to dock.
I love how many angles there are of this video.
Oh, it's.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's the greatest documented, recorded history instance of street justice that has ever happened.
What I do,
Next.
what I don't like is there's a video of one guy just taking a chair and just drilling people. I think he actually got in trouble. I wish he hadn't.
I think he got cuffed on site.
I think he should have just got away with it.
Is that the
think
Crocs
that
dude
They
over
should have
there?
let him go.
Is that the dude that busted through his Crocs?
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's-
Oh, I
I
haven't
keep
seen
waiting to
this
see it.
I don't think I've seen this whole version from this angle.
Yeah, I'm not sure where
No, there's-
I got it off YouTube.
My
Visual gag.
What should you do in this situation? If a woman starts fighting you, do you punch her back? I don't get it. I don't know what I would do there.
I'd be like, ma'am.
Actually, you know what? I think I have the answer. Are you ready?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have an answer, but go
All
ahead.
right. Here's my answer. You put your foot up on her butt and push, but you don't kick.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
applicable.
You know,
I don't think
out of my personal
you're allowed to
space.
defend yourself, but you don't want to like throw fists.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think they did.
Well, that's
shield
why you
and
gotta
push off,
kick,
like
yeah.
shield and push off. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, kick, nudge off your foot. Yeah. Just keep
Because
her
that's
at
what a
bay.
woman would do. You know, like
Keep her at
a
bay.
man typically has a longer reach than a woman, so we think about like maybe kicking our legs because they're longer, so we can reach. So just kick her back. I wouldn't hit a man because I would be afraid of getting hit back because you never know who you're dealing with.
Kicking seems okay then.
You could be, you know, in front of a Andrew Tate disciple.
Not like a
And the next
Bruce
thing you
Lee
know, you're
shot
lights
to the
out.
solar plexus where you break her
Yeah.
ribs. It's like a get. Yeah, it's like
Don't-
you've had it
don't-
now,
just
Edith.
Just a couple rabbit punch to the ovaries. You're good.
Okay, let me run this by you guys. When I was a teenager and my cousin, a female, was bothering me, I did one of these. I'd take the two fingers and just poke her in the chest. You know, it wasn't punching, but it was painful. Not that, you know, just chest where
Was it what part of the chest?
No, not that part of the
Okay.
chest. Like
okay.
the-
Just
like the, you know, like the rib
Like right-
rib cage.
right underneath
Solar
the,
plexus,
uh,
yeah, the solar
Yeah.
plexus.
Yeah.
So how about that? Is that acceptable
Mm,
in
depends.
this type of fight?
Also,
We
there-
always
there's
did
so many
the
different
one
things
knuckle.
there. It's like
From
how
what I've been-
aggressive. Oh, go ahead, Coley.
Well, I was going to say, from what I've been told by somebody, is they read in Playboy magazine that if you do that to girls, that's like flirting. So you flirted with your cousin.
What-
So your Playboy magazine says that.
Okay,
kissing
that's an
cousins is
unexpected
happening
turn to
in the
this.
New England.
so she really does read.
I'm not even
read
making
the
that up.
articles.
Who told you
Yes.
this? I need to know the source because I don't think it's reliable.
Van Zant did.
Oh, okay. Well, when you start out with somebody who read it in Playboy, you're losing credibility immediately.
Hey, Playboy is a credible journalistic.
And then it's Van Zandt, and it's like, okay,
Actually very credible.
I interviewed someone who wrote for Playboy.
Dude, Playboy has published a lot of really
Do you have the
good,
"Look at Me, Louie"
really good art.
for no reason thing? Because that's what Justin just did.
Well, hell yeah. Because
I
again,
interviewed a guy once.
no,
Okay,
So
it was a
was
it was a
that-
woman. It was a woman.
Okay, last
It
one.
was a
guys.
woman guy.
Last one. What
a
about
woman
this?
guy.
It's a
What about this to the
man,
forehead?
baby.
What if you flick them in the forehead? Is that fine?
Oh,
Now flicking
hell
the forehead's
no.
allowed. Yeah, it's allowed.
I don't know about that. So there are things, there are nuances here. There's a lot of, you got to assess the situation. If in the situation, if like that guy is getting attacked by 5 people, and the woman is one of them, he can throw bows, throw fists, do whatever he
Yeah.
wants. He's getting attacked by 5 people.
Terrible
If
way.
it's-
people.
I
If
agree.
You can get that down to
and it's-
4.
and it is
You
ra-
win.
and it- and it- and it's a racial thing.
Terrible
Like,
way,
that dude
people.
had all the right to do whatever in that situation. But if it's
Hell
like
yes.
you and a woman and like if it's like a battle situation like that where there's people fighting all over and a woman comes up to you, you got to think about how tall are you know, you're a big guy. You might be like looming over her. So I think the size discrepancy would, you know, deem what you could do or couldn't do in that situation as well. I would say push her in the water.
That's it. I
That's
like
what
the foot push. Yeah, she wouldn't even be able
Yeah.
to get close with a big
Yeah.
fucking
I mean,
stem. Just put it
If
right
it's a
in her
crazy
chest.
white lady coming at me like that, you know, it's like, yeah, I'll push her in the water. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Right.
want
That's
to do it.
in
I'm
that
not gonna
situation, I
be
feel like just
happy about
pushing the
doing it.
water is fine. Unless she can't swim
This-
and she drowns. That
This
sucks.
is,
but
this is one of
Swim,
those
bitch.
things. Well, you could throw her one of those a
Little
floaty
buoys?
device. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you throw her buoy. You know, you don't have
Now,
to kill her. You know what I mean? That's-
She might have
I'm
been
saying, like,
concussed. She might have had a concussion, but I kind of respected her getting up and going back at it and getting her ass kicked. I was like, what is she doing, man?
She was boat drunk. That lady, she
Oh,
had,
that's why.
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
she had
They're
white lady
wasted.
boat drunk strength.
They were
We've all been
all those
there.
people were wasted. Like what? Like
Mhm.
what was happening there? You know what I mean? It's just such bad judgment.
Yeah.
on
Yes.
these people's behalfs.
There
That's
was a
what I'm saying,
lot of
like,
flags on those boats. I'd be willing to
I know a
wait.
Reeked
lot
of
of-
white privilege.
I know a lot of terrible white people who would do that. Just park where they're not supposed to and then get in a fight.
You're like, what?
Yeah, and those people probably would get their asses kicked too. You know.
Is that your cousin, Joe?
My cousin doesn't have a boat, but I probably have some people I know close to me who have boats and would act like that, and I would be like, yeah, "You're gonna get your ass kicked and deserve it." So,
You may or may not.
Coley, don't act like you haven't been drunk on a boat before.
Oh, I
Ron, you
have.
got my
Boat drunk.
Ron, you got my sounder, right?
No, I already forgot. What is it?
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Damn it, I don't. Let me get it.
Oh, I thought he was fucking with you, Justin.
So
He
did
really
I,
didn't.
because I put it on there. I texted him on that a while ago.
Ron
I
was.
feel like
I
you guys
watched
probably
Ron
text 100
edit
times
for
a
like
day
30 minutes.
Yeah, they're close.
between Tubi and everything else. You can't keep up with all the Justin texts.
I don't have much.
Except when I text Justin, I'm texting the wrong person.
Somehow, miraculously, she's like, "Do you check your text messages?" I'm like, "Yeah, you haven't sent one."
Wait, did you
I'm
text
like,
the wrong
yeah, I
number
have.
or the wrong person in your phone?
She saved
I
the wrong
texted
number.
the wrong
many under
number.
And
Yeah,
they
I
never
saved his
replied?
number, but I inputted it and I displaced two of the numbers. So I'm like, "Hey, Stammer," because I hadn't heard anything back, you know. Oh, and I was just like, so then I went to what,
Wait.
IG?
Is it a hard A or an A?
It's Stamer.
Stammer?
I always thought it was
Stamer.
Stamer
I
also.
thought it was Stan.
Stammer.
No.
I thought she just said Stammer.
She did.
Okay.
Almost everyone does.
I'm from
It's
Illinois.
weird.
Not really.
Ron, are you the only one who doesn't give out your phone number? Because I
What's
think I
that?
have. Are you the only one who doesn't give out your actual phone number? Because I think
No, it should be out there.
I have everyone else's.
Yeah, I don't think you should give Joe your number.
Yeah,
It's-
I was just thinking the same thing.
He's
Yeah,
still
because-
gonna come to Rontoberfest, but he's not getting your number. He'll
Because
know
I'm
He's
you're-
gonna
really
text
out of
you at
hand.
1:30 in the morning. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay,
I
that
gotta talk to
was
Sam about Ron.
that was
Ron Tour
once on gummies. Okay.
Yeah, but you're gonna do gummies again, so my point stands.
Well, you know what? As soon as Yikes is back, none of you have to worry because he's my guy.
Yeah.
He's my chit
Oh,
chat.
so you're gonna text him? Okay, got it.
No, he's
So,
gonna call me.
is Hash the only one with the letter still?
What?
Troy.
No, Troy
Troy
got
got a
it.
letter too.
I got a letter, and I wrote one back.
I wrote one back.
So I'm
I
okay.
got one-
I'm
I
the
got
only one
one
that doesn't have a
today,
letter.
so
Then
I haven't got
what it
one
is.
yet. I was gonna check.
Okay,
today.
me and Ron.
I know I haven't either because I haven't written. I just to be honest, I have not written him yet.
Well, I got one the day that
Sorry.
I got his the day that I sent mine, so I hadn't written him yet. Written him yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But he
I
said that he was
got mine
taking it
before
slow.
I sent mine. No big deal. But
Yeah, he's there for 28 days. How
Well,
long has
It's
it been?
gotta
Has
be
it been 2
close,
weeks?
right? Yeah.
I can't wait for
good or
that.
Bad movie.
20 days later, it's an amazing
No,
movie.
no, the Sandra Bullock one, 28 days.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh, bad movie.
Okay.
Yeah, movies. I don't think the movie held up.
Yeah.
that one slipped through my
It-
viewing.
Did anyone else
was-
go see Trap with Josh Hartnett?
No.
Your boy Josh?
Yeah. Let me tell
No,
you.
but
guys.
Joe,
Doppelgang?
you said on a pod not too long ago that Twisters is coming out. It's going to be so awesome.
Yep.
And I saw it in the movie theater,
It's
and
not.
I laughed the entire time.
Some of it was okay, but
I was-
it's not that great.
People in
Well,
the
the-
theater were pissed at me and my girlfriend because we laughed through the whole thing.
Were you drunk or high or both?
No, it was like
Both.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh,
Were you drunk or
well,
high or
like
both?
You never been drunk or high at 1 in the afternoon. It's no original, but Twisters was okay. It was okay.
It was really popular, but it wasn't a good.
Let me just tell you
movie.
something about Trap, and this doesn't give away anything. You ready?
I love Josh Hartnett.
There is not a single believable part of this entire movie, yet I was still entertained.
Yeah, I believe that.
You mean, guess who the director is?
Weird. Who's the
What's wrong,
director?
what's wrong with Josh Hartnett? You ever heard of Black Hawk Down?
First of all, I never said that.
Josh Hartnett's
I said,
good.
and he didn't direct it. I said, guess who the director was?
He was
not
in
the
it.
actor.
No, but you were making fun of me for saying Josh Hartnett was in it. But-
No,
I
because
thought that was
he's
really.
your boy.
I really thought that's what you were going to say though. Like this wasn't spoil it. Josh Hartnett. Like,
Yeah, I
'cause
know,
Again,
you
that
love
wouldn't
trying to
spoil it
figure
because we
out-
know Josh Hartnett's in it
You love trying to figure out my answers before I say them.
so
and
much.
Usually
It's
you're
it's one of my favorite things.
Usually you're pretty good.
You know what?
So
what
Justin,
movie I
who
watched?
directed it?
M Night.
M. Night. Yeah.
Oh.
You know The Sixth Sense? You ever heard of it?
It's so
Uh,
crazy. Like whenever you watch it, I don't know if I remember. I don't think I said this in the pod. Like, upon rewatching it, like it's really fucking obvious he's dead. But it's like, like the
Except
only
for
thing
the
that,
one thing. He changed his clothes.
Hindsight's 2020, bro.
but that and like the scene where like his wife clearly doesn't look up at him at the dinner, but at the same time, it's like clearly they have issues. If you're on the first time watching it, it makes sense. But on the second time, it's like, yeah, it seems out of place.
Justin, I'm so happy for you. That means you have a good marriage because I've been part of those dinners where you just stare at each other and nobody says shit.
Or you stare at the wall while you're eating because you don't want to make eye contact.
Like, God, I fucking hate you, dinner.
All right, now we can give him mean shit for being late since he said, "Oh, I'll be on time," because that's what Zach said. Zach said he's gonna be late.
He's always
He wasn't
late.
late. But he wasn't the first time with us. He was actually early.
That's true.
But I almost forgot.
So
So
I was- he was early. He was early when
Yeah.
he was early when he recorded with me. So
Hope that's not bong water.
are you gonna start gagging again?
No, I mean on my table. No, we're good.
What's the time frame, Chloe? He's got like an hour or hour and a half?
He didn't say.
Did he give you a
All-
whole hour?
He and I talked about was after we were done, we were gonna go grab a drink.
Nice.
So
So get ready for
I'd
that
say
2
that's
a.m.
I'd say it's pretty open ended.
Get ready for that 2 a.m. drink, huh?
No.
I think that depends
I
on
got
how
shit
much
to do
fun
tomorrow.
we are too. Yeah. Yeah, it's my first day back at work, and I got to go back again tomorrow. So we'll see.
Oh damn! Again?
Yeah, they make you keep coming. It's bullshit.
Fuck.
Are we
That's
all
bullshit.
are we all doing like a not listening religiously right now? Because Ron, I didn't know you took the month off from listening.
I listen at work, so when I'm not at work, I
Ah.
just don't listen.
Mhm.
But unless I'm on vacation, then if we're driving, I'll listen if everybody doesn't pitch a fucking fit about it. So usually they have to be sleeping.
It's been hard for my OCD, but I haven't listened to everything in the last few weeks.
They talked about billboards again today. Did you
Heyo.
anybody catch that?
No, I didn't get through. I
Nice.
didn't get to hour 2. I only got through part of hour
Mm.
1. Unless I missed it. Unless it was then, and I missed it.
I mean, I can't even tell you the last time I listened to a full episode. I've listened to some hours knowing like the interview was gonna be good or whatever, but I haven't listened to a full show.
When they
Since
had when
October,
Dan was
maybe?
gone, Dan was gone. They had Pablo, Dominique, and David Sampson. That first episode, I was like, I'm not listening to the rest of the week with this fucking ass clown, David
And
Sampson.
that was one of the
Howdy.
last ones I listened to, too. That was right before I went on vacation.
I actually will defend those episodes, and I think that whole week did the best job that anyone could have done to humanize Samson and make you see him as a person and not just an asshole.
Not the
He's
first
still
day.
No, it broke down.
humanized
I'm
him.
saying by the end of it, like he was like rolling with the punches and he was like actually taking advice. Like, so if you want to think about it, like
You mean by the end of the week?
by the end of the week, yeah,
Okay.
by Thursday. I
ask
only
him
listen to
Samson
Monday
questions?
through Thursday. No, because no. But I will say that I'm not going to go listen to his podcast, and every other time he's come on the show since hasn't been good. So he didn't really learn anything. But the combination of Dominique and Pablo to kind of teach David, they like found a way to do it on the air and kind of make it so he became more human to the listening.
I
audience.
love Dominique.
He's
I
great.
like
wish you-
Dominique also.
Same.
Pablo's great on his own podcast. Otherwise,
I love his new podcast. I didn't like him when he was just on the show. I didn't dislike him, but you know, but
Is it
his
a-
podcast is really great.
Is it a bit that that Samson and Adnan do the worst possible movie coverage, or are they just bad?
I think that at this point, it's like one of those things where it started out bad.
I'm
and
gonna
I think
ask Amin that, actually.
Dan is like leaning into it.
Okay,
Well,
so
You don't wanna-
I
you don't
think
wanna
their
ask
bit
the
was-
behind the scenes
I
stuff.
think their bit was cutting David short on time and making him cram into a small window, but I don't know. It seemed like they
it's Adnan.
organically.
It's-
Oh, it's
Ron-
Adnan.
But Ron, the funny thing is, both of their lists are also bad.
Yes.
Almost always.
Yeah. It's like Adnan's either are so obvious that it's painful, or Samson's get so obscure and personal that it's like whatever
Always
is that?
personal.
Yeah, the movies are bad, but he likes them because it reminds him of a moment.
Right. So he won't admit that they're bad.
Yeah, but the
because
funny
he
thing is,
enjoys
it reminds him of a moment when he was younger and picked on. It's like, dude, then find new movies, better movies.
He needs to go to therapy. I mean, that's one of the things that he said in
Oh.
that week, that he won't go to
Mhm.
therapy. And I'm like, dude, you need fucking therapy.
It
'Cause
shows.
Like-
Anybody needs therapy.
big time. Well, everyone needs it, but he, that dude really needs it.
Yeah.
If anybody needs
But
it,
it's
it's him.
work. Yeah.
It's
Super
like, dude, you got the
secret
money to
double
do it.
therapy.
Like, why wouldn't you do it? It's just all it is talking to someone for like an hour.
Especially when you're a fucking insomniac with no friends.
That's
Why
what I'm
wouldn't
saying.
you like? I'll come in
he's
and
got
Talk to
all
whatever.
the money.
somebody.
He's an
Right.
insomniac who doesn't have friends, who has all the money.
Right.
It's a perfect situation. You should be
Yeah.
doing therapy 3 hours a week.
He should have 3 separate therapists that he bounces between when he's
Exactly.
bored.
Yeah. that's what I'm
Anybody?
saying.
And the thing again, he doesn't.
Well,
he can,
my
he can pay him
PM
to come to his
therapist.
house. That's how much money he
know
has.
what?
Just- you don't have to
Yeah.
leave the house.
No,
Right.
you just do it
I'm
over
calling it
Zoom
right
these
now.
days, dude.
Therapists.
I know you can
have
do it
fired
over Zoom these days, but he would probably pay someone to come in. Like he has the money to do that.
Therapists
Joe's
have-
onto something.
Therapists
Joe's onto
have-
something here.
Therapists have fired him for hating him. They're like, I don't
Fired
care.
him.
I hate
They're
you
like,
so
yeah,
much.
I don't want to be your therapist.
Yeah.
I hate
you-
you this much.
We're not. I'm not gonna put you back on my schedule. You're gonna have to find someone else.
Yeah, about that. I'm all booked up for the next couple of years.
Right.
Give him the Bill Lumberg.
Sorry.
I'm gonna need you to see another therapist, okay?
So he wouldn't.
I'm
He
breaking up.
wouldn't even be the worst if he would just admit to being wrong. The guy who says
Nothing personal.
the guy who says the Chiefs should have benched Travis Kelce in the Super Bowl that they were losing to make a statement when they positively don't come back and win if they do that, said that he stands by that decision, is one of the dumbest people alive. Like, you know how much money you lose, and all he cares about is money, right? You lose out on so much money by losing the Super Bowl. Like that.
Because he's even been on like the record several times saying, "Oh yeah, we definitely treated our star players differently." Like he's even been on records. Like the fact he's like just trying to be like,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I have a theory as to why he had the stance that he has and why he's stuck to it.
He wants to be a general manager again.
No. I think that either a player put their hands on him or threatened to at one point in time during his career, and he got really angry about it. And maybe the player was an important player, and Jeffrey Loria, who was the real boss, did not
Took his
allow
side.
him to took the player's side because the player was so good. So there was
and that's something Lawyer would
like-
do according to Samson. Samson's like just he says it all the time.
Exactly.
The
So that's
power
what I'm saying.
dynamic was different.
It makes perfect sense because David being so small and these athletes being so, I mean, not all baseball players are
Physically
athletic,
intimidating.
but
But like
he could
he's only
easily be
5'3", so
exactly, he could be easily physically
I'm
intimidating.
taller than him.
So
He's
when
short.
he
He's
came
so
out
small.
with that, when he came out with that opinion and he was acting like that, I was like, oh, something's triggering him. He's having a reaction that
Yeah.
is over the top, and he'll do that periodically where he's clearly triggered and then takes it out on someone.
Hash, that's the only explanation, truly, because
Psychology,
It's
like basic psychology, explains like 80% of
it's
the fucking-
against everything he says though about his brand. Nothing.
But that's what I'm
it's
saying.
business,
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. But that's the irony of it, because he can't see it. because it's such a deep-rooted issue that it's like one of those little mirrors that it's like you're looking and it looks like you're looking straight, but you're really
But to
like,
be
looking like that
proven
guy, you know?
wrong in real time and to not just admit I was fucking wrong, like
That's what
And people just can't do it. Didn't his
deep-seated
wife
issues,
leave
you know?
him?
Have you heard of Trump,
Yeah,
by the way?
probably.
Yeah. Okay.
well,
Speaking of being proven wrong and still not saying
Yeah.
about being
Fully,
wrong.
I'm sure his wife left him along with several therapists.
The wife left him for the therapist.
Hey, yo.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
That's
That's why.
something.
That's
That's a movie.
That also.
that's
makes
why. Yes. That's why
Holy-
he's like, I'm never going back.
You know what movie
Never
that
going back.
is?
I don't do therapy.
That's a movie. You guys ever seen My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin?
No.
No, but I've heard. Well, yeah, I have, but it's been a while. But yeah.
You're listening to the Outsiders Social Club on the Half-Ass Podcast Network.